This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Thursday. The Jason Walker Show inside the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. We are going to have some fun today. The great Flint Rasmussen will join us. As only Flint can do, he will talk about literally everything. Because why not? I mean, there's a PBR deal he's going to talk about. But why not just talk about Kenny Chesney and Bobcat Stadium and Montana Western? We're going to talk about everything with Flint coming up. Above All Handyman Services Man Cave, by the way. And if you need tile work done, if you need a bathroom remodel, if you need the man cave remodeled, you need to get a hold of Above All Handyman Services. They will do it all in Helena and Colorado Springs. You can watch the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com, and so many more great places. Just go to JasonWalkerShow.com. Opening segment brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. You've got milled, you've got handcrafted, you've got timber frame. They are the best. Over 50 years experience, and they'll work with your budget. They'll work with your dreams. It's going to last forever. Check out Montana Custom Log Homes today, yourcustomlog.com. We are 2 weeks away, really, from fall sports starting. And that's football, volleyball, cross country, golf for the AA. And, man, it's just going so fast, right? Oh, my gosh. I mean, this is the 2 weeks between Christmas and New Year's might be the slowest time of the year, but this is right up there. But it's still fun. There's still lots of stuff going on. There's still lots of great things to do. You got rodeo. You've got baseball tonight in Helena. You've got the Senators, who've won 17 straight games, competing tonight against Great Falls. Non-conference game. We had John Burnett on yesterday. You can go to JasonWalkerShow.com if you missed anything. Oh, man. Our Twitter handle, at JWalkerSports. Our Facebook, Jason Walker Show. Our email, jason at JasonWalkerShow.com. And our phone number is 406-209-1267. So, I just watched a movie recently, again. It's probably, I don't know, 20th time I've seen it. Girl Next Door. Emil Hirsch, Elisha Cuthbert, Timothy Oliphant. How good was that movie, right? Reached out, by the way, to Elisha Cuthbert. She's got a new movie that came out a couple months ago. Efforting is the word we use, but waiting to hear back from her. Her people, right? My people reached out to her people, but hopefully she comes on. MHSA came out news today. Their June/July meetings. Class A basketball is going to return to 8-team state tournaments for basketball and volleyball. Now, last year they had a 9-team tournament, started Wednesday, ran through Saturday night. Unbelievable finishes, right? I mean, you had Dougie Peoples hitting the game winner to win a state championship for Butte Central. You had Haver winning a third title in 4 years over Billings Central. I mean, that game winner that Dougie Peoples hit for Butte Central, though, was it was the lead up to the girls' game. But they're going to go back to 8 teams instead of the 9. So the 5 seed from the West will play the 4 seed from the East in a neutral court to determine who's going to state. And I think it's a good idea. Because 9 is tough. And the Class A has got to figure things out. I mean, they have, 19 teams? So you gotta figure out how to get 8 out of those 19. You've got the separations of East, West, all that. But they're going back to 8, which is really, really good. It's easier on broadcasters, too. Swimming's moving from Bozeman to Great Falls. The swim center in Bozeman closed. So Great Falls will host the state meet next year, February 10th and 11th. 2023 State Sea Golf Meet in May next year, Anaconda Hills in Great Falls. Great course. Baseball is going to have... Okay, so we've talked about this. You got 18 teams in baseball from all divisions, AA, A, B, C. So how are they going to work it? It's going to be like softball started early, I think soccer. But they're going to have 18 teams in 3 divisions. And next spring it starts. So baseball is going to be great. It's a long time coming in Montana. I'm a huge supporter of it. I think it's a great thing. But that's, yeah. You got flag football and girls side in October. Class A soccer has changed the mercy rule. Games that end or will end, like football with the 45 points. Soccer is going to end with the 10-goal margin. And that's basically it. So that's the latest news out of the MHSA. There's some, do we say unfortunate news? Former Helena High standout, University of Montana standout, Andy Pedic, charged with partner family member assault and taking possible evidence with him to prevent law enforcement from viewing those items, came out yesterday. He's 44. He's charged with a felony count of tampering with or fabricating physical evidence and misdemeanors, including partner family member assault and criminal destruction of communicative devices. He was admitted to Lewis and Clark Detention Center on Tuesday. Sunday, police officers went to a domestic disturbance at his house. They met with a witness, female victim. Pedic has allegedly, according to the statement, pulled pieces of the female's hair. She tried to call police. He destroyed the cell phone and then took pieces of it, went back and took her hair with him to prevent cops from, evidence, basically. It's not the first time Pedic's been in trouble with the law. 12 years ago, he pled guilty to conspiracy to distribute cocaine. He was, according to Judge Richard Siebel, the main dealer in western Montana for a Billings-based conspiracy that brought 20 pounds of coke to Billings from Salt Lake City in 2008 to 2009. He went to prison for 2.5 years. And all this is alleged. I get it. It's tough. I mean, when you have a Grizz great, right? He wore 37. When he played 96 to 2000, played for the Billings Outlaws for a little bit before he went to prison. By all accounts, a good dude. but this is not his first run-in with the law, right? I believe he's been charged a couple of times, and I could be wrong, but I think a couple of times with assault, domestic, twice he's been arrested, deferred sentences. So there you go. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk positivity. The great Flint Rasmussen is going to join us. Flint was the RA at Montana Western when Jeff Choate was there, my Uncle Lloyd, B.J. Armstrong, or Brian Armstrong, B.J. Robertson. And I'll never forget the first time I talked to B.J. Robertson was at the time the head coach at Western. The first time I talked to him, I called him B.J. Armstrong. And he's like, I am not the guard for the Chicago Bulls back in the 90s. So it's B.J. Robertson, Brian Armstrong. We're going to talk about the list of people with Flint that he was either RA with or went to school with at Western back in the 80s. Scott Evans, Kyle Mihalish was there, Manny Garza, Jeff Choate we mentioned. The list goes on and on and on. Why is Western at that point, why did Western 30 years ago kick out so much great talent? And not kick out of school, but produce so much great talent. We'll talk to Flint. You got Livingston PBR this weekend. You've got Big Sky, I think, next weekend. And Flint's going to talk about that, the PBR, the team events, but and his girls, of course. Flint loves his girls. So we'll talk about Shelby and Paige, too. Flint Rasmussen will join us next here on the Jason Walker Show. Opening segment brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. Veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned and operated. They are the best. If you want a log home, they will build it. It will last for generations. They have the best craftsmen in the state of Montana, maybe even the Pacific Northwest. They build log homes for you. They'll work with your budget. They'll work with your dreams. Check them out. Montana Custom Log Homes, yourcustomlog.com. Coming right back. Flint Rasmussen next. Hang on.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Everyone knows about Dinner's Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinner's Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinner's Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little or a lot, your choice, have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show in the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. Hanging out on a Thursday on this day in history coming up. I think we forgot on this day in history yesterday, but we'll do it today. We also got the walk-off coming up. This segment is brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn in Helena. All right, so I never know where this next guest is going to go. Are we talking bikes? Are we talking rodeo? Are we talking PBR? We talking music? I have no idea. His name is Flint Rasmussen. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's a one-of-a-kind dude. He's a friend of the show. He's a friend of the family. And he joins us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Here's Flint Rasmussen on the Jason Walker Show. Maybe. All right, buddy, it's been a while since we talked. Actually, not too long ago, we caught up about the PBR World Finals and so much more. But how's life after the finals?
Things are good. I'm a friend of the show.
You are a friend of the show, yes.
Okay. Well, when you said it's been a while, but it was like April we talked. Am I right?
March, April, yeah.
Yeah.
It was right before the spring rodeo when you blew me off in MSU and didn't come say hi.
I did. You know, but life is good. And I didn't really blow you off. Here was the deal, which you and my friend Caleb Barrett did the TV at the spring rodeo, right?
Yep.
I also was approached to do an interview and stuff by Alex Eichelman. I love Alex. Alex is a friend of your show.
She's on she's on more than you.
Damn it. Anyway, and I'll tell you, this may sound not real or whatever, but I kind of avoid once in a while things when my girls are rodeoing because I never want to take. I like them. They're stars.
Yeah.
Those two are stars, and I want them to, kind of enjoy their time. But I really would have liked to done some commentating on TV. By the way, keep me in mind if you ever do anything else, because I can pretty much do any sport.
You can. You can. You've got the Western basketball shirt on. You're a Western guy.
Listen, I catch myself, my family, from my parents graduating in 1960 from Montana State College to my sister, my brother Will went there for a while. I don't think Will finished. But anyway, my former wife, Katie, the girl's mom, she rodeoed at Montana State. My girls are Bobcats. I catch myself wearing Bobcat stuff a lot because I'm a big fan. But I'm a Western guy. You are. So I thought today I'd crack out. Every show I do, whether it's my show or your show, I put a lot of thought into what shirt I'm going to wear. Ooh. And today, Western basketball.
There you go.
Go Bulldogs.
There you go.
By the way, Western, still Western Montana College to me, but whatever. Raising has a good start on getting their money raised for their new football stadium, which they've needed forever. They've always shared with the high school, and so hoping that will come through. That'd be cool. Northern did it. Northern built a cool little stadium. Western's doing it. I think the Frontier Conference, even since I was in college and in the last few years, I think basketball and football in the Frontier has really taken a step, fan base wise, always been good quality sports, but just the way they do things, don't you find that? It feels like they have boosted, whether it's marketing or PR, building their own fields. I bike here in Billings. I ride my bike. I can't run anymore. I got a bad knee, but I bike through Rocky Mountain College almost every day. And they have the coolest little football stadium. And I think all of them have stepped it up. I think it's done good. I need to get to a couple games, actually.
You should, because the Frontier, it started with Carroll back in the early 2000s, but it helps when you win. And you know that. I mean, if you're MSU, for instance, you look at the last decade, you win, you draw more fans, you can get more money. I mean, that's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like you said, Carroll was the first to really step up and go, we're building our own field. We're building our own. And if you do that, if you up your facilities, it doesn't mean it has to be bigger. It means it has to have an atmosphere. Carroll built their little stadium, and it really, they already had a feel because they were so good, but it was like, this is our stadium. Well, then, Rocky has done it.
Tech.
Tech. It's just cool as heck. I'd like to go, and I can't because I work in the fall, but I would like to go to a Frontier game at every field, make a little tour. And now my Western Bulldogs, they're next. Why? Hey, tell me this. Okay. You're a Helena guy. Okay. It's kind of. You live.
Yes.
You're in Helena. Right?
Yes.
It surprises me, everyone doing it, that Carroll has not put turf on their field.
Okay. So the story forever when I got here in 2013 was that Coach Van Diest didn't want turf and didn't want lights. And then after he retired, now it's okay because then they added soccer and then men's soccer, and so they use Nelson Stadium, and it takes a beating. So now, Carroll's one of the few that doesn't have turf in the entire state. But yeah, I mean, what's your feeling on turf? Because it does, over the years previous, it used to cause a bunch of injuries. Now it's like grass now, but
it is, yeah. The old turf, yeah, it was awful, and everybody went to back to grass. Then the new turf, I don't know. I still to this day walk out on a field that's grass, and my football memory is getting tackled and smelling the grass. Well, it's that football. But I've caught myself. I'm enthralled with stadiums, by the way, and fields since I was a kid. But now, like, I'll go on the sideline of a Bobcat game, and that smell of the turf is starting to be that smell. But you forget you're standing on fake grass sometimes.
Yep, absolutely.
And, I know one of the first was Dallas Stadium here in Billings. It was one of the first in Montana. That was a huge deal. Then remember Laurel did it. And there's all that stuff has a shelf life. I think if I read correctly, Laurel is due for some new turf. It's weathering pretty bad.
Probably 5-6 years now. It used to be every 10 years. Because I remember when they put turf at Bobcat Stadium the first time, it was a big deal. And the 84 team helped buy it, and the championships. But, but it's so much better. I mean, the pellets are weird, though. The pellets.
Yeah, it is. And they get, when it's hot, that turf is really hot.
Oh, yeah.
And when it's cold, it'll burn you. It gets hard.
Yep.
But, I mean, looking around the state, I'll tell you, you can, and we can get to more stuff, but I think this is Montana stuff. Money, the oil boom, Glendive, holy cow, what a great little facility. And I went and I stopped one day just to look, because the last time I had seen the Glendive football field was in the fall of 1978. I was in 5th grade, and my brother Will was the quarterback for Shoto, and they played Glendive in the state football Class A football playoffs.
Wow.
And we all road tripped out to Glendive, and I remember my mom saying, they got more people in their damn pep band than we do in the whole high school. And we all laughed about it. And I talked to my mom just a couple weeks ago, and I said, that was literally true. She said, completely. I talked to somebody in Glendive. That fall, Glendive had like over 800 kids in the high school, and Shoto had like 260. And so they literally had more kids. So I stopped there. Baker has a great turf field, all-weather track. So anyway, I think long run, maintenance, water, mowing, condition, I think Carroll needs turf. I didn't used to be a turf guy. I kind of am. I think it looks so good, like on TV and stuff.
Yeah, unless it's Boise.
Well, true. Or Eastern Washington.
Oh, that field is really hot. I was there. My first game I covered for Carroll, I was on the sidelines, and Carroll played Menlo College at Eastern Washington, and Menlo brought the wrong uniform, so they had to wear Eastern Washington away jerseys because Carroll was the home team. And
Gotcha.
But it was 95, but standing on that field was like 125. And Eastern, I wasn't on the red part. I'm on the black sideline part, which was really hot, really hot. So that's the one downfall of turf. Is it gets really
it does get hot. But like Winifred, the guy put in the 8-man field at Winifred. Anyway, I'm enthralled by it. I love to see what places do. But in the modern world of what options are for your players, I think it's a good move, and you can. It's so sharp, you can paint it. I can see Carroll with the purple end zones, and it would look really good. And Carroll is a great school and a great program, and I think they deserve that. And I think the donors, I think they'd do it right away. I think the money would be there for them. Anyway, look at me. I should have a job in this somehow.
You should get paid for what you do.
I should.
I hope Gleason's listening.
All these years. What would be a title? Like, I don't know. I think I have some good thoughts. I don't know that. Could I be a sports information director, an SID, or what would be my
I think that's below you. I think you're.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's you. You said that.
I love SIDs. I like Lamberty. They're great. Schultz, they're awesome. But yeah, no, I think you're above that. You're the next level.
Yeah. Was my friend Rob Cashel at Western, was he the SID there, or was he the sport?
He was the, no, he's the commissioner of the Cascade Conference now.
He is now, yeah.
Yeah.
I went to college with Rob.
Oh, okay.
We did, when I was second year college, we all had to go out and do a week at a high school to observe, just a random week. And Rob and I went to Ennis High School together.
Oh, nice.
And a little story, then we can talk PBR or whatever. So we stayed at this house, and the lady, the family, we all just stayed with families. It was weird. But the lady in Ennis introduced me to some people, and she said, and this is Vince. She thought my name was Vince, not Flint. And Rob Cashel looked, and he giggled. And since that day in 1987 or 88, I've been Vinny to Rob Cashel. Vinny Rat Muffin. That's my name, Vince.
Next time I talk to him, I'm bringing that up.
Yeah. He's never called me by my name. So
it's funny because you bring up these guys that all went to Western, and it's amazing the life you guys have all built, and you're all Bulldogs. I mean, aside from the football coaches and all that.
Yeah. I have a really good group of friends that went to Western, and I think this conversation has to do with all of the smaller colleges we get to have in Montana, even Montana State a little bit, even though it's getting bigger. But I have a group of friends that went to Western, and we talk all the time that we all have such unique lives and jobs, and it has to do with the fact that we created our own fun. We were really resourceful, because it wasn't like being in Bozeman where you could go to the Rockin' R and the Cat's Paw, and you kind of had
Little
to
John's.
be creative. Yeah. So I have a friend, Darren Dunn, he's in the tourism industry, and he's like me. He's invented this app that he can show, cities where people are coming from. And anyway, a friend of mine, Chad Miller from Belt, he was a great basketball player at Dillon, and he's always had jobs. We always say none of us have real jobs. My friend Thad, who didn't go to Western, but he used to come and see us. He was from Belt. He owns the Belt Creek Brew Pub in Belt. Keith Hoyer has become a great teacher. And then, of course, all the coaches. And then my friend, Kevin England is a dear. We were math majors together, and he's just done so good through his basketball career, coaching, reffing, all of it. Just a real unique group. And then you look at the coaching line that's come from Dillon. I saw Coach Armstrong the other night at the Kenny Chesney concert, ran into him and said hello. And of course, BJ, Jeff Choate I was his RA, and just a really great, there's really something created there that I don't know that people really understand.
No, it's a great school. You bring up Kenny Chesney. There was a post on Facebook, and I know this drives you nuts. The ESG, it didn't happen at Kenny Chesney. But ESG is better than FTG, right?
Yeah. Okay. We've had this discussion.
Yes.
As my sister puts it, my sister Linda, who few people know I even have a sister. She's had a great career too. She's a Bobcat, been out in Oregon. She said, cheer unapologetically for your team. And that's what I do. And my teams cheer unapologetically, but as you know, Jason, I'm not trash talking gets you nowhere.
Yeah.
Leading into the Bobcat Grizzly game, Bobcats are going to kick your ass. You might want to keep your mouth shut. Just cheer for your team. So yeah, after the Kenny Chesney concert, one of my favorite sites that for some reason I do not follow, but it always pops up on my Facebook page, is the Montana Grizzlies fan, whoever runs it. And Bobcats living rent-free, or Grizzlies living rent-free in the minds of Bobcats, chanting the Grizzlies, Go Cats Go, at a Kenny Chesney concert. All right, was there 10 drunk college kids that don't like the Grizzlies and chanted it in Bobcat? They're in Bobcat Stadium. Maybe. I didn't hear it. It never came up. Kenny Chesney had a Bobcat football helmet. He signed it, gave it to a little girl. Honestly, the reaction to when he sang Boys of Fall and the Bobcat football helmet was good, but not as huge as you'd think, because the stadium was full of people from everywhere. So it wasn't like it was all Bobcat fans. But of course, then it goes comment after comment. And I popped on and said, I didn't hear it.
Yep.
And the one thing about it, if you ever want to feel like you're in junior high again and want to experience that intelligence level, just go on one of those fan pages. Because I'll say it right now, most of them are idiots.
Absolutely.
And probably have never played a sport.
Yep.
As I can say, as a true Bobcat fan, I have a deep respect for the University of Montana Grizzlies football program. And I love some of the kids that play there. I've visited with Bobby Houck. I don't think he always says the right thing to the media, by design sometimes.
Yep.
But what an incredible stadium program, all of it. I don't cheer for them. I did when they were playing in national championships. I'm a huge Dave Dickinson fan. But holy crap, can we do one thing without it turning into junior high? You shut up. Oh, yeah? Kenny wanted to play somewhere where they played in the Natty. Oh, yeah, I'm sure Kenny Chesney 4 years ago when he scheduled this, So, and one Grizzly fan says, guarantee you, he plays it in Missoula, there's twice as many people with more energy. Well, no, because for one, your stadium doesn't hold twice as many people. If you really, see, I break things down, Jason, because I will say, the Bobcat Stadium is built for a concert like that, because it has the one open end, so they don't have to block off any seats. They sell every seat plus the floor. There's 24,000 people. If you think about it, to the guy that says they'd have twice as many people, at Washington Grizzly Stadium, they have to block off one end, so technically, probably the seating is very similar. That's how my brain works.
I love it.
Listen,
well, you're a math guy.
No, I am. Yeah, and I'm a concert guy. I love that stuff. By the way, all the things I've done, I had never been to a stadium show. I've been offered to go to a Garth Brooks stadium show and spend the day, because one of his managers used to be my boss. And stadium shows are different. It's more of a festival. I think they don't tend to sing as many ballads, because you can't control the mood with lighting and music as well as maybe an arena show. And so it was good. I enjoyed just the whole spectacle, watching the transitions and my girls, Old Dominion, my girls are huge Old Dominion fans, and they were amazing. So
Old Dominion opened up for Martina McBride at the Last Chance Stampede a few years ago. Before they were big.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool dudes.
What is Kenny Chesney? I'm not a Chesney guy. He's got butt implants, for one.
No, that's rumor.
No,
that's not true.
It's true.
That's not true.
I worked in radio. I know things about people. I could tell you some great stories about Faith Hill.
Why would a guy 5'5" tall get butt implants?
Is so
Chesney's
short.
I met Kenny Chesney. He's a little dude.
Well, did you see the picture with Leon Costello and Vegan?
Yeah.
It was like,
hey,
Vegan.
whoa. Wait, I think people should know. So I met Coach Vegan's wife is a huge Chancey Williams fan.
Okay.
Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers band from Wyoming, because they were in Wyoming for a while. So last fall, when I was on the bus with Chancey, a bunch of people, Dean Folkvord set it up, and Vegan's wife was one of them that came up, and I introduced him to Chancey. So I had met Coach Vegan's wife. So I'm walking, my girls and I, outside the Kenny Chesney concert, and I look and there's this guy and a lady walking, and the first thing I said is, holy crap, that guy is huge. That man is huge. And I look, and it's Vegan and his wife, so I went up to her and said hello, and then I said hi to him. and that guy is, Coach Vegan is the biggest guy on the team.
He's a monster. He's a monster.
But I do want to say, I'd never met him. I put my hand out and I said, hi, Coach, I'm Flint. That's all I said. He shook my hand and said, Flint and pointed to my girls and said, "We so much appreciate everything these girls have done for our team riding their horses out on the field."
That's awesome.
Knew right away. Great guy. So, So if I look small to Vegan, that guy, suit him up.
Oh,
man.
yeah. He could still play. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You bring up the girls. How are they doing?
Really good. Paige she's done about 3 goat tying clinics, a couple in Washington, just finished one up this week over in kind of north of Boise. She's currently winning the NRA in the breakaway roping. Paige is. Shell has slowed down a little. She's just been go for a long time. And she's entering NRA rodeos and roping. I don't know if I can give you this. I'm going to give you breaking news. Can I give you breaking news?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you know this.
I wish I had breaking news sounder.
Well, I hope she doesn't get mad. And I don't know if it's in ink yet. But Shelby is the new women's/assistant rodeo coach at Montana State. Maybe you knew that.
I did know that.
I think maybe.
I think Alex or Paige told me that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So it's not really breaking. I just haven't really said much about it.
Which is cool.
She's had a job, worked for Pendleton Whiskey since the first of the year. And one that Shelby has always, both my girls are pretty sharp in the rodeo thing. There's more to it to them. They've always looked at it a little deeper. And Shelby's just always, she said her dream job is to be the rodeo coach at Montana State or a rodeo coach somewhere. So it's a good foot in the door. That's a big program, and they're under the athletic department now. And Kyle Whitaker and Leon Costello it's a new job. That she's going to run some social media, a lot of the administrative stuff, and coach the women's stuff. So
cool.
Pretty excited.
Do you have a favorite daughter?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. And it's neither one of yours.
Right, exactly. That's right. Met her last night. She's somebody's stuff. No. My girls are so different, and I have different relationships with each of them. Shelby and I have been very close forever. And I'll talk to Shelby. She'll probably call in the middle of this while we're doing it.
Well, that'd be great.
I talked to Shelby. She's in the process of moving into a different place. I talked to her 5 times yesterday. And Paige confides in me. She's a psychology major. Paige is.
Yeah.
So we really break things down and talk. Shelby will call, "Hey, Pops." I'm like, "What's up, Shelby?" "Nothing, just driving to town, bored. What are you doing?" That's Shelby. Paige, if she calls, "Hey, Dad." Or here's the classic Paige, "Hello, Father." Or calls me by my first name. And it's a deeper conversation. And you know that. Our kids are so different. Raise them in the same atmosphere. So Paige is more driven, workout, beast mode type, So,
well, Shelby's getting old, so.
She's old and rickety like me. Yeah.
Oh. Hey, are you going to, are you working August 6th? Or are you going to Leonard Skinner down in Billings?
I think I'm going to be gone. We have an event, new PBR teams tour. Don't ask me too many questions about that.
I don't understand it.
Well, I will say, but if I was home, I can say, I'm going to get hate for this. I probably wouldn't go to Leonard Skinner anyway. Yeah.
I'm with you.
By the way, I want to say this about the PBR. So, we had our regular season. You and I talked about it last spring. PBR's been trying to do that for 15 years. Have the World Finals in May. Have a usual regular season. So now they're doing a teams thing. It's not that hard to understand once you're there. Basically, there's 8 teams. So I'm the coach of a team. You're the coach of a team. You're Arizona. I'm whatever, Kansas City. We get to these deals and there's a game. It's one team against a team. You have 5 riders. I have 5 riders.
Okay.
We alternate. You buck one, I buck one. At the end of 5 rides, whoever has the most points in 5 rides wins the game. That's it.
Okay.
So it's kind of in the muddle of drafting guys and team concept. What's kind of been lost is really basic. It's still bull riding. It's still the same rules. Everybody gets scored. It's just that 5-5, most points wins, and then they go to the next game. So there are, that's 10 guys. There's 4 games per night, so 40 rides, just like a regular bull riding. So not that hard. What some of us don't have finalized information on is the live show in arena. What's going to happen? There's a very big possibility I'm doing TV and won't be in the arena. So, so that's something I've been not my. It's not a decision I've made. It's just they want to present it. When you see a PBR teams format event on TV, it's going to look completely different than what we've been doing for 25 years. Still bull riding, just different look.
Okay.
So, but none of what I have coming up, Livingston, Big Sky, these are PBR, not main tour, what we're calling the Challenger, smaller events in the summer, just like always. So Livingston this week, actually, and it's looking good.
Yeah.
Livingston.
I was going to call the PBR with Clint Bronger and Alex Eshelman, and then I got the call 2 days ago that I'm not. Chris Byers is doing it. He'll do a great job. I'm a little disappointed.
What's he 90? Come on.
He's getting up there for sure.
Byers is the godfather. He's the best.
He is. He taught me at May Technical College in Billings back in 1994. He was my teacher.
Man.
Back when he was at Q2, I think, back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Byers is the best.
He is.
But you know what has happened, speaking of like Livingston this week, when PBR came out with the team stuff, and here's what gets me is these coaches and these teams, all of a sudden, all these riders are in the gym, they have nutrition plans from the coaches, they're working out as a team. Where is this? It's going to make guys better in the long run. They're going to benefit from it. Where's this been? Why is this new? Why are guys getting together in groups of 15 with a trainer, working out, eating right, making themselves better bull riders? Why is that a new thing? Like, it almost rubs me in a way that I love that they're doing it, but now all of a sudden we're doing that? And I'm not blaming anybody. It's just that cowboy mentality of, I'm just going to do it my way. And I've actually heard guys go, I'm more the J.B. Mooney type. I just drink beer and smoke cigarettes. Yeah, and you suck because there's one J.B. Mooney,
right?
So why have we not done that? Why have we in the Western world and cowboy world had such a stigma about trainers and coaches through these careers when you could have made another $40,000 a year? Cody Lambert told me the story of Lane Frost and Cody and Tuff when they got crap years ago when they hired a driver.
Yeah.
And people go, oh, look at you. And they're like, well, we slept 8 hours last night and we just showed up and kicked your ass. So, it's the same with coaches. It's going to make everyone better, and certain guys are going to benefit. I see lately Dakota Lewis from Browning has been training. He's riding bulls. He looks amazing.
Yep.
So anyway, but what has happened, Livingston coming up this week, big panic. Andy and J.C. Watson from Three Forks put on these events. They put on Livingston. He said, I don't know if I'm going to get any riders because I don't know if these coaches are going to let their guys go. Well, it's kind of working the other way. We're coming up on the team stuff. They know you go to Livingston and Big Sky, and Chad Berger brings just really good tune-up bulls. So they're sending their guys. Livingston is full, 35 guys with some top riders in the world coming up because, like, our old colleague Brandon Bates, who used to announce, who's now a general manager of the Oklahoma team, he's sending his team up. So Livingston's looking like one of our best lineups in a really long time.
Which is cool. So you do some of the smaller events like Livingston, like Big Sky. Mm-hmm. Is that something you request, or they just say, hey, you're doing it?
So when our I can work, I have a contract, I'm an employee of the PBR,
right,
the company, but my contract is to work all of the major tour stops. Otherwise, everything I work, and I put it in the contract so that I wouldn't have to make a decision. Anything I work has to be a PBR sanctioned event. That's it. That's why I don't do rodeos. It's not you can't do PRCA stuff. No, I just do PBR stakes. So in the summer, these lower level events, I get called. Like I did about 5 in June, 5 different towns. I did Kalispell, Great Falls, Deadwood, a couple small ones in North Dakota. They're PBR sanctioned events, but they're extra, if you know what I mean.
Sure, yeah.
So I am an independent contractor because they are not produced by the PBR. They're locally produced events like Livingston, produced by Andy and JC Watson. So I just go work those. And I pick and choose. I get called by a lot of them, but only go to a few in the summer, but I stay plenty busy with them for sure.
We're talking with Flint Rasmussen, by the way, PBR entertainer. He'll be in Livingston this week. Is Big Sky in 2 weeks? Is that right?
Big Sky is the next weekend.
Oh, okay.
We go. My schedule is I'm in Livingston Saturday night because that's the name of a song, right?
Yeah.
Livingston Saturday night.
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. Yeah. So Sunday, drive back to Billings, and a bunch of us, Matt West, our announcer, Richard Jones, our music guy, and myself, are getting on a plane Sunday afternoon and flying to Evansville, Indiana. Speaking of the teams, PBR teams, they have an arena set up at the arena in Evansville, like a mock, no dirt, but an arena. We're going for 2 days to learn the technicals and learn everybody's role in the TV broadcast and how it ties into the live show for 2 days, doing rehearsals, a mock bull riding. And then we fly back on Wednesday. Big Sky is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then drive to Cheyenne Sunday, and then Cheyenne PBR is Monday, Tuesday. So this next week and a half, 10, 12 days is back to going pretty hard, which is good.
I talked to somebody, I was in Billings the end of June for the Montana Football Hall of Fame, and somebody said they saw you, it was either riding your bike, must have been riding your bike, and they wanted to hit you, but they knew you, and I can't remember who it was.
They wanted to hit me just because?
Yeah, just because, that's Flint, I'm going to, 25 points.
Yeah, I have a loop here in town. I bike. I have a bad knee. I have some meniscus issues, and Dr. Tandy Freeman, our surgeon, he said, no more running, which I can't. It hurts anyway. And biking actually activates your quads, which takes the pressure off your knees. So I've been biking. I go 16, 17 miles around town.
Nice.
On my little mountain bike, and no haters, I don't wear a helmet. I'm sorry, I wear a cap backwards. I'm that guy. But Billings is nice because there's either paths or a bike lane on the street, which some people still complain that bikers shouldn't be on the street.
Well, they shouldn't, but
they have a lane. It's not like I'm out, you got to go around me. I'm very courteous that way.
Is it like Rocky when you ride your bike and kids follow you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I see it, but I tell every person good morning from my bike.
Oh.
Good morning. And I go, good morning. Like that.
Oh my gosh. What are you, 55 now? 54?
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm feeling it. I get asked probably, I find it almost offensive that so many people just come up to me out of the blue and go, when are you going to retire? I mean, people I don't even know. Do you do that to normal people in the world? Like walk up to somebody you don't know and they have gray in there. I don't know who you are, but you don't know me, but when are you going to quit? I get it all the time. And then I always say, well, do you want me to? Well, no. Well, then shut up.
Yeah.
Hey, I get asked all the time, and it's a legit question.
Well, yeah, but I mean, okay, I got to ask this. I've never asked you this. All your years doing rodeos and PBR, have you ever been hit by a bull?
Yeah, early on when I was I remember it was just a few years into it, I was doing the NRA rodeo in Havre. I had been teaching school. I think it was right after I quit. And that was when, like those small rodeos, they'd use one bullfighter.
Yeah.
And there was, somebody had got hung up and the bullfighter was on his own. The next guy gets hung up, so I come running in from the side, and the bull sees me out of his peripheral and turns, and throws me in the air. So I did accidentally kind of fall into a pen in California somewhere, and there was somebody turned a bull in there, and I got hit. But in the barrel, a lot, because I used to, do the Wrangler bullfight stuff. But never, no, I've been, luckily, and then further along in my career, the better rodeos and PBRs you do, the greater the bullfighters are.
Right.
I mean, I did rodeos with Joe Bumgardner and Lloyd Ketchum, the famous duo. That duo now is Dusty Tuckness and Cody Webster, kind of. But I was in with those. And Joe Bumgardner told me we were in St. Paul, Oregon, and the kid he was fighting bulls with, Ryan Heiser, I'll never forget, got hooked and kind of got hurt. And Joe was by himself. So I start easing up there, like, I said, Joe, if you need me, he goes, you know what? I got enough problems saving these bull riders. I don't need to freaking save you too. So get back to your barrel, leave me alone. So I learned quick. They don't need me in the way. So, but when you work with great guys, stay out of. I don't do their job, and they don't do my job.
Yep. Well, nobody can do your job. There's only one Flint Rasmussen.
I tell bullfighters all the time that. I don't do your job, you don't do mine. But I always say, but I think I could do yours better than you could do mine. And they're like, yeah, probably.
Well, I get that. Okay, in the barrel, does it hurt? I mean, you guys are padded.
Like I have my own barrel. The barrels at the PBR aren't really padded, or they're more to hold sponsor signs. That's why I don't get in them. But I have my own barrel. I've had the same one since I started. It's very, very heavy. It's padded inside and out. When you see those rodeo clowns with their barrels, they're specially made. Mine fits me good. I remember getting my bell rung. If you're standing straight up and a bull comes and hits it square, it rings your bell. I used to compare it to riding on a ride at the Carnival, like the Zipper. It's like riding in that with something on the outside trying to get in to kill you.
Okay.
Yeah, so it would ring my bell. It wouldn't really hurt. It's like, when you were a little kid and you'd go ice skating, and you'd fall and your head had hit the ice and it didn't really hurt, but you cried anyway?
Sure.
That's kind of what it's like.
So you cried a little bit, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I would cry. So it's a different feeling. You learn how to. I used to get down and run an arm through a handle in the bottom and brace on the other side.
Okay.
And get as far down as I could to where if a horn came in or something, they couldn't get me. Now, if you have a great bullfighter, I remember working with Rob Smets. And we talk about bullfighters can handle a barrel and take good care of you. Like Rob Smets, he'd roll it over and take that shock away and work a bull and talk the whole time. He's right here, he's 8 feet, he's 10 feet. All right, I'm going to set you up. Come up, he's gone. Like communication, it's like playing a sport with a teammate. You communicate, and those good guys were just so good to do that with.
What's your favorite Carnival ride?
I throw up now. I used to ride rides all the time. When I was growing up and my dad was announcing rodeos, the one I remember that I really loved was when he announced Lewistown, and the Carnival was cool. It was on grass, and my dad would give me a 20 and send me to the Carnival, leave us alone. And I don't know. I liked them all. I could ride them all.
The Tilt-A-Whirl's my favorite.
The Tilt-A-Whirl. I can't. No way. Can't do it anymore.
Okay.
I'm old.
Remember the Gravitron?
It makes me throw up. The Gravitron, yeah. See, can you still do that? Can you?
I haven't seen one 10 years or more. I could do it.
Man.
I love the Tilt-A-Whirl. I've made my two oldest kids both get sick and throw up. One was in Great Falls, and I think one was here in Helena. And I made them both throw up.
The spinning this way, I can't do it anymore.
Oh, it's so fun.
I get sick thinking about it.
Too many.
And I didn't used to be like that.
Too many ringing of the bell, right?
That's right. Scattering my chickens. That's right. That's right.
All right, so you'll be in Livingston Saturday night, 7 o'clock. The show gets going. It's going to be a good time. I wish I could be there. I'm golfing in a tournament this weekend.
Nice.
But I had planned on golfing Saturday, driving to Livingston, and now I don't need to. But I'm going to miss you.
A little plug for Livingston. In 2 consecutive weekends, we have 2 PBR events produced by Andy and JC Watson, about an hour and 15 minutes apart. Livingston one weekend, Big Sky the next weekend. In that hour and 15 minutes, or whatever it is, to get through Bozeman and up there, you could not have more 2 different demographics of a fan base than Livingston PBR. Livingston is so fun because it's the ranchers from Wilsall, the people from Big Timber, people come from Billings. Now there's tourists scattered in, but it's kind of that Montana feel that we like, and you can use local humor, wear the Bobcat uniform, you can whatever. You go up to Big Sky and it's 3 nights jam-packed and it's a party. And it's still love the people, but not many of them from Montana.
Right.
Like we do a thing in the arena, this dance-off thing. Where are you from? Big Sky, Montana. I'm like, no, nobody's really from Big Sky. Where are you from? Chicago. So 2 completely different things. And I even can't get friends tickets in Big Sky. They sell out in 15 minutes. So
crazy.
Livingston is a real cool place, and kudos to Livingston. They just had a great rodeo, sold out 3 nights 2 weeks ago. It'll be sold out again this week, but it's a lot of fun. And I think that's where you see, as far as my job is concerned, that's where you see the real me, what I do for people in Montana. And this week, for the second time in about 3 years, I used to do a little piano act, rodeo clown act. I don't know if you would remember. Breaking out the piano this week.
Ooh.
Dug it out of the trailer by
Nice.
request. So
Nice. Okay, here's what you got to do in Big Sky. You can get your little dance-off with Justin Timberlake.
We've tried.
Have you?
He was gonna come last year. Him and his family, corrected myself. He and his family were on a float trip during the day, and then they were coming. A friend of ours is friends with him. Well, they got stuck on the river way longer, and the kids were tired, and they didn't come. But he probably wouldn't come in the arena, but he has tried to come to the PBR. Aaron Andrews, sportscaster, comes. There's always a few there that we don't know that they're there.
I love her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, like she's my favorite daughter, Aaron Andrews.
Oh my God.
So anyway, yeah, that's why Big Sky's interesting. You just don't know the billions of dollars that are up there. You just don't know. And it is one of the most beautiful places on earth, even though I'm bitter about it because,
It's Big Sky.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I hope all is well. Will you tell the girls, say hi to Katie too, please? Because...
Oh, I will. Yeah. I talk to you. Make no mistake. One of the, not to get too deep, but one of the biggest regrets of my life is things not working in a family. A lot of us know that, but she's a great mom, and I do visit with her quite often. So yeah, I will tell her.
Is she the best horsewoman in Montana?
Oh, I will say that all the way through junior high and high school, my girls knew how to ride a horse. That was number one. Before they roped, before they barrel raced, she put them in English riding saddle to learn to ride the correct way. They knew if something, when something would go wrong with a barrel horse, they quit turning a barrel, their mom taught them, okay, let's put it back together. It's always fixable. And, Shelby has a real touch with horses and barrel horses. So I think the thing she did was, one of the things that I think goes wrong in youth rodeo, people want their kids to be in these events right away, but they don't really teach them horsemanship. That's like learning shooting form before you shoot a 3-pointer. You got to learn to put it together, and that is what she taught our girls, is horsemanship, and taught them how to lose because you lose more than you win in rodeo. So big picture stuff. There was just a lot my two girls learned from her that I don't think a lot of people take the time to do. So.
Before I let you go, Livingston and then Big Sky, will the PBR girls be there?
Do we have PBR girls? Like the Monster Energy girls?
The Monster Energy, yeah. Like the ones I met in Kansas City.
What's that?
The ones I met in Kansas City.
Oh, sorry.
No.
So, okay, so our main tour is the Monster Energy Unleash the Beast tour. So those girls are always there, but not here. Oh. I'm so sorry, Jason. I forgot about that. You and Melby, you and Richie Melby, Kansas City, you were... Yeah, the Monster Girl. Though I remember, they were nice ladies. Actually, I remember.
My favorite part of that whole show was meeting Kate.
Kate Harrison.
Yeah.
By the way, Kate Harrison on our new Teams format CBS telecast is the lead play-by-play.
Love it.
The Craig Hummer, she's a female, classy woman, professional, and she's the lead on the TV. She just had a baby, actually, and her second.
I was going to say her second, because I think she got pregnant or was pregnant in Kansas City.
Yeah, so she has Hayes, and then they just had a little girl, her and her husband Daniel. And for people who watch PBR on TV, and they send it down to Kate Harrison on the sideline, she's a Southern California girl who team ropes, great cowgirl, and one of the classiest people I know. Just she is a true professional. Great lady.
I liked Kansas City a lot.
Kansas City's a great show.
That was
one
fun.
of a sneaky favorite of mine.
It's the only one I've been to, the only PBR event. In fact, my Flint Rasmussen Cooper tire here. Let me see if I can. There you go.
Yeah,
my Flint Rasmussen Cooper tire. There's my media pass hanging off John Wayne's neck from Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So.
You picked a great one. You guys were in town for the NAIA tournament, correct?
Yep. Carol played in the championship that year.
Yeah. They have a beautiful arena there. That's when people ask, what's your favorite event? I always say, I can't answer that, but I'll tell you a sneaky favorite, and that's Kansas City.
It was
really
awesome.
Good fan base. That's a great sports city.
Yes.
So,
yes.
You bet.
All right.
So.
I've taken up a lot of your time. You got to go.
Oh, sure.
Have you ridden your bike yet, or do you still have to go on the ride?
It was, we're same day air, right? It was 102 in Billings Wednesday here.
Yeah.
102. What's up with that?
I love
And then it thunderstormed. So.
Well, that's Montana, right?
Yeah, if it's that hot, we're going to get a storm.
By the way, you need to get to Livingston and support the PBR for a multitude of reasons, but one, the recovery effort from the flooding, which from a couple weeks ago, Red Lodge, I mean, that whole area took a beating. But
come spend your money in Livingston. And there's some concerts going up on at Emigrant this weekend. There's a lot going on there, and it's a great place. Livingston's still, it's going strong with tourism, but it's still Montana. It's still good small town.
So. What is there's those signs coming into town where cowboys meet authors. Is that one of them?
They have all those signs.
Yeah.
They've done a good job. I like that town. They've sold that town well while keeping it Montana still, and I appreciate that. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I appreciate you. Say hi to the family, and I
will.
And next time, maybe wear the Jason Walker Show shirt.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry.
Oh, you were going to pretend to go find it. I know.
Oh wait. Oh.
Hey, have fun in Livingston. Have fun in Big Sky. Tell Tom Brady I said hi, and we'll talk soon.
Well, thanks for letting me be an outlet, giving me an outlet to express. I love to talk, not just sports, but fields and different things. So I appreciate it.
Well, that's what's fun about what we talk. It's not PBR. Yeah. You throw a couple questions in, you have fun. That's why you're a friend of the show. And myself, who was the cousin you said I was in the family?
Oh, what are you?
Was it the Addams family or the Munsters?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you're the shorter than I am cousin.
Barely.
So I need those because I have very tall cousins. No kidding. There's a lot of height in my mom's side of the family, and I'm not it.
Yeah, same. I didn't get it. I got my mom's
you.
lack of height.
So you and Kenny Chesney. Thank you.
My butt's real, though. Enjoy it, and we appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. Anytime.
That is Flint Rasmussen, the great. Oh, my God. Is there anybody better than Flint? I mean, seriously. All right. Livingston PBR, Saturday night, 7 o'clock at the fairgrounds. Quick break. Wrap things up next when we come back. Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little or a lot, your choice, have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day.
Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment on a Thursday. Don't forget Havre, Three Forks this weekend on the Northern Rodeo Association Tour. This segment brought to you by Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. Make sure you stop in for the coldest drinks, the warmest staff, and the hottest games. Bowser's, drink responsibly, gamble responsibly. Those are the two big things. Got the walk-off coming up and much more. Cameron Basie leads the way in Billings at the Montana State Women's Pro-Am, or amateur rather, at Lake Hills. Let's see. Birdie the first and finished one over par. Samantha Yates, Anna DeMars, one stroke back. Alexis Hightower of Billings, Emma Woods of Fairfield, 4 shots off the pace. Those are your top 5. That continues through Sunday down in Billings. All right, on this day in history, it is July, what is July, right? Yeah, July 14th. My goodness. It is National Grand Marnier Day. Grand Marnier. It's Mac and Cheese Day. It is Tape Measure Day. Now, I think we talked about this last year. Not only is it National Tape Measure Day, it is also National Nude Day. Same day? Really? Nude and tape measures. Okay. On this date in 1946, Lou Boudreau hit 4 doubles and a home run. But Cleveland lost to Boston because Ted Williams had 3 home runs and 8 RBI. 1951, his last race. The Triple Crown winner, 1948, Citation, won the Hollywood Gold Cup by 4 lengths to become racing's first millionaire horse. 1956, Mel Parnell of the Red Sox with a no-hitter. Houston Astro, which is weird to say, Eddie Matthews hit his 500th career home run in 1967. The next year in 68, Hank Aaron hit his 500th home run, the true home run champ. 1987 Rookie of the Year award renamed in honor of Jackie Robinson. Ramon Martinez, former Great Falls Dodger, had a no-hitter on this date in 1995. Missy Gold, remember Missy Gold, the daughter from Benson? She was born on this date in 1970 in Great Falls. And on this date, allegedly, in 1881, Billy the Kid shot and killed by Pat Garrett, the age of 21. Allegedly. And I say allegedly because I think Billy the Kid lived until, late 50s. I could be wrong. That's why it's alleged. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. My wife just texted, asked what I wanted for dinner. The little one she's got some shoes and some sandals. And they're both a little big. But she likes to run. Today she fell down at school, scraped her knee, and she wanted ice cream. So my wife took her to ice cream and then went to Cafe Zydeco to get dinner. And I just ordered the pasta Zydeco. Oh, it's so good. So good. The little one likes the fried catfish. But if you're looking for dinner tonight or tomorrow or Saturday till 8 p.m., Cafe Zydeco is the place to go. Because it is the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. Oh. Let's do this. Why is that not? Oh. There we go. You got to push the right button, Jason. Tomorrow, we're off. We're back Tuesday. Your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, your Montana Rodeo Roundup, Malta Haver, Haver Three Forks this weekend. You can have her. I didn't bring her. You can have her. I'm kidding. Haver Three Forks Northern Rodeo. You got PRCA. We'll wrap it up next week on Tuesday. Got the DAV tournament this weekend. Disabled American Vets. It is the best tournament across the state. It's the best tournament you'll ever play in. Sold out this year. Get in next year. If you're playing in the DAV, make sure you get a few beverages. Jason Walker Show sponsored the drink cards. Because why not? We're having fun. We got to start the music again. There we go. John Burnett, Alex Eshelman, Ryan Cutter, Amber Lacrosse, thanks for joining us this weekend. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com. We're back on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Celebrate with the family. Have some fun. And of course, check out Flint. If you missed it, Vinny Rasmussen, is that his name? Check it out today. JasonWalkerShow.com. We'll see you back here on Tuesday. Have a great weekend.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.